What's up YouTube? I'm Vaughn and this is the Gear channel where we discuss collectibles, hobbies, competitive games from tabletop to video games, and today we are going to be showing all you new entrepreneurs the right way to ship your cards. Now definitely these advice are for beginners because these ways of actually packaging it is very time consuming, but it guarantees at least that you're going to get some positive feedback and also you're going to get some good reference. So later down in the line, you might not have to do this for when you have actually a excessive amount of shipping orders. But for the meantime, if you're just starting, this is a great way to get positive feedbacks. So what you're going to do first is subscribe to the channel. That's right. Definitely like and subscribe, and especially subscribe if you guys want to enter in our amazing giveaways. Now with that out of the way, let's get started. So you're going to definitely need a X-Acto knife, a pen, painter's tape. Now I do recommend painter's tape the most because it's the easiest to actually peel off, so it's not going to be an issue for any of your customers to actually undo the packaging. Then you're going to need your top loader over here, so definitely we have the card already inside and we're going to get on specifics of how. Next we're going to need two cardboards, and then finally bubble wrap mail. Now all of these you could get for very cheap as well. So let's start off with the top loader. So now there are different sizes of top loaders and a lot of them accommodate for majority of all cards, but as example for Digimon, it is thicker than most other TCG products, and especially the alternative arts are. So you might not fit as many as you usually would with other cards, so you have to definitely look out for that. But one thing to note is when sleeving it in, you definitely want always the opposite end, so none of the actual card is actually sticking out. So the opening for the sleeve of the Dragon Shield that we're using is actually at the top over here. So at the end over here it's sealed, and for the top loader we have it open on this side. Now this is very good for sliding in, and especially it's easy if you even put multiple cards, because you could just pretty much bang at the bottom like this and that is going to slide the card down even if you have multiple. So it's never an issue to put multiple cards in one case. Now where it becomes an issue is trying to get it out, because to get it out is actually quite difficult, and that is actually a frustration on the clients that's actually buying your cards, and it's going to be impossible and they might even damage it. So that one thing to definitely know, and don't be cheap, put as many top loaders as you need just so they don't have to deal with that issues. But then again, if you are buying a card and you're having issues with the top loaders, we're going to show you exactly what to do. So right over here we have another one. So if you receive any package and you have your card pretty much stuck in it and you're having difficulty of taking it out, just cut it open. And I know some of you might be freaking out and say like, no, that's a terrible idea, but honestly you're not paying for the top loader, you're paying for the actual card, so you don't really care of the packaging at all. Now the safe approach to actually do it is definitely to make sure that the card is all the way at the bottom, so you have at least this free space over here to actually cut, so you know we're close to the card. So we're going to show you exactly how we're going to do that. Now definitely for a perfect straight line so you don't actually cut the card, I recommend to always cut towards you. So you just follow like the guidelines. Now I'm trying to do it so you guys can actually see. So I'm going to go like this, and we're just going to go very slowly. Ooh, that noise. Ooh, that is very hard to cut, but it's okay. Okay. So now that's cut open like this. And right here it's very easy to just pull out like that. So honestly you really don't care for the top loader, this you throw out wherever. But if you are actually having issues and trying to find a way to actually take the card out, this is definitely one way that you can do. So let's go back into the actual packaging it. So once your cards are in, one thing importantly just for a precaution is always make sure to tape the close. Now if you have multiple stacks on it, you would tape all of them together so they don't just break loose at all. So one thing that I do is we're going to take this tape and we're going to just cut a piece right here. That's why it's very important. This X-Acto knife, you're going to need it for pretty much everything. So we're going to go cut this piece. Now make sure that the card is all the way at the bottom. Okay, so right here, it's already flush. So what you're going to do is place it just over here. Pinch it all the way at the end, just a little bit, so then it's just tight so the card doesn't move up and down. Because if it moves like side to side minorly, it's not an issue, but you don't want it to really move up and down. So we're just taping a little bit, and this is why you use painter's tape, because this is very easy to remove. So once that's done and that's secure, now we're going to get into the cardboard, which is probably the most important part. Now the reason why it is how you cut the cardboard. Now you don't want exact size, you want just a little bit bigger, but the most important part is actually to make it vertical and horizontal for the layout of the cardboard. So you're going to see that both of them are both the same size, but we're going to see the layout are very different. So vertical and horizontal. Now the reason why we do this is because it becomes a lot stronger. So if we just take this one as an example, it's very easy to bend. If we take this one, it's very easy to bend up and down. But if you put them together, that is where it becomes a lot stronger, and it becomes very hard to actually bend it when it's put like this. So it's very important when you put your two stacks of cardboard, make sure that it's vertical and horizontal, so then it becomes one steady brick, and it's almost like a piece of wood that you're putting. So now to actually put the card in, so we're going to go just put it in like this, stack the other side like this. That's all done. And we're going to take the tape. Now there's many ways to taper, but how I do it is makes it easier to tape it. So first take this layer. So we're going to just go and pull it out like this. Okay. So I want to do it so you guys can actually see it, and kind of need both hands. So we're going to take this, we're going to squeeze it at the bottom so everything's more flush, and we're just going to go and start rolling it. So we're doing this. Some of you are probably like looking at this like, what is he doing? But you're going to see why. So this end here, you need more room. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see on this angle, but we're going to bring it up. So we're going to take this like this, and after you get to this point, since it already has, you're just going to do it one more time on one end like this. Okay, and then you're going to take your X-Acto knife and cut right at the corner over here. So that is all cut and all done. So what you're going to do now is, because you see this is where the flap is over here, we're going to take this side and we're just going to fold it all like this. So make sure that these corners are pointed exactly like this. So we're going to go and just take this, pinch it over here so it's all nice and flush, as you can see. So nice and flush. Do it over here at the top. There we go. So now you see that the edge over here is still sticking out like this. Then we're going to do it for the back as well. So make sure everything's all nice and flush. So there we go. And we're just going to fold here and fold over here as well. Now for the top piece over here, we're going to go and just bend it all like here. So everything is going to be all nice and bent. And what I usually do is actually just put an arrow over here so everyone actually knows that this is the part that you pull, just to make it unravel. So I always actually do this all the time. So put it over here. Let's just pull. Usually I use a marker instead of a pen, but it's all good. So there you go. So we have pull, so it's easy for them, so they can realize and just start from here, and it's just going to unravel, and it's a lot easier for them to open. Next for the envelope. So first off, you need bubble wrap mail. Now you can actually get these at the dollar store, so you get stacks of 3 for $1.50, I believe. There's definitely a lot of ways to actually get it cheaper. So the more shipping that you're going to do, you're going to find a lot of cool tricks like lower shipping costs and also a lot cheaper ways to get bubble wrap envelopes. So definitely check inside. These are bubble, there you go, all bubble wrap over there. So what we're going to just do, this is just go and slide it in. And then the next important thing is definitely right, because these are blank, so you're going to actually definitely write at the corner over here the from, so put your address and all that. So us, we have VaughnGear, and we're sending it to subscribe. That's right. So once you've written everything down, then we just close it like this. Now, depending of it, just to make the packets smaller, I do like to bend a little bit more. So bring it all the way down, see if it's slowed down, and just close it like this. So it definitely cuts on the sides. Usually I'll do it a little bit more, but and more symmetrical actually, a lot more symmetrical. But yeah, and there you go. That's how you ship your cards, just like that. And honestly, I never had any complaints of the ways that I ship. Everyone's been satisfied, been getting a lot of good feedbacks. So definitely, if I ask for a reference, I will actually get a nice list of reference of no complaints. And trust me when I say that this can be thrown and even like smushed, and it's very unlikely that the cards are actually going to get damaged. And especially with if you put the cardboard horizontal and diagonally, this actually helps a lot, and it just makes it a very stiff board. Now let's see how difficult it is just to unpack it. So just to go really fast, we're just going to go and unpack all this. So definitely the envelope is probably going to be the toughest thing to open. So that's all done. Take this. Oh look, it says pull over here, so definitely we could take all this and oh, there we go. And look at that, already just pulled from the end, and look, we have our card. And let's see how hard it is. Oh wait, I have all ink on me. Oh well. So let's see how hard it is to take this off. Very easily as well. So there we go. And let's see, this is only one card though, but very easy. Now like I said, if we're trying to take multiple cards out because it's stuck, just cut it open. It's not worth it. You're paying for the card, not the top loader. It's okay, just cut it open. And that's it for our packaging. So if you guys enjoyed today's video and if it did help, I hope you guys are going to like and subscribe, and especially subscribe if you guys want to enter in our amazing giveaways. And if you want a sneak peek of future products we're planning to review here on the channel, you can follow me on my Instagram, VaughnGear. I'm Vaughn, and this was the Gear Channel.